America is on the move, and America's moving companies are scrambling to keep up. We've been moving on up to the east side, in a deluxe apartment in the sky. We've been moving on up. Uhaul is America's largest mover, reaching every corner of the U.S. What can Uhaul city-to-city rates tell you about U.S. migration patterns? And how can you utilize Uhaul rates to help you build your real estate investment business? Hey, what's going on, guys? Tyson DeLaCruz here. Thank you so much for joining me. Like all other capitalistic business, Uhaul rates are based on supply and demand. Their supply is in the form of available trucks at any given location. Their demand is based on the number of renters at any given location who want to get to another location. For this video, we'll consider one-way movers to different cities. If there is a high demand for trucks leaving a city, the rates go up. Resulting low supply of trucks left behind has the same effect, higher rates. High demand and low supply combine to cause two even higher rates. On the other end of the line, the most popular destination cities will end up with the highest inventory of trucks and the lowest demand for rentals leaving town. Combination that drives low rates. I don't know about Uhaul's logistics, but it's clear that the massive supply of trucks at the top destinations need to be moved to cities where demand is high and supply is low. If I'm correct that many of those trucks have been moved at the painful cost to Uhaul, that impedes for low rates at the destination cities that could be heightened. For example, in Smith Mountain Lake in Virginia, from April 2020 up till now, they have witnessed a vast migration of home buyers coming from New York, Philadelphia, DC, North Virginia, and more. Check out the rates from the Big Apple to Charlotte, a large regional destinational city. And check out the difference between New York to Charlotte versus Charlotte to New York. Now here's what's crazy about these numbers. They include the base mileage. Here's why that's significant. If we assume the mileage is a large part of the calculation and the mileage is the same in either direction, then the rate of calculation must consist of the base amount and mileage. Since the mileage component is the same, the ratio of the difference in the base component from the part of the rate determined by supply and demand must even be more substantial. Let's check another coast. It's widely known that there is a major migration from San Francisco to Austin. Tech employees and entrepreneurs in the Bay Area are finding wonderful opportunities and lower cost of living in the Texas capital. That's another ratio of 5-to-1. Let's look down the middle of America. What about the moves to Nashville from Chicago? Does this mean that 6 times as many people are moving from Chicago to Nashville as Nashville to Chicago? I don't know, maybe. Uhaul recently published a list of 24 of their top growing cities in the US and Canada. Their newest list came out this month, and you can find that in the link below. Also note, I'm not at all saying that you need to invest in one of these great destination cities to be successful. My most successful investments last year were here in Las Vegas. It's all about knowing your numbers and finding a good deal. If you're planning to invest out of state, there's a long list of criteria you need to check out before taking a trip and making any offers. One of my favorite criteria is something called net migration or net domestic migration. Net migration is the number of people coming into an area, and the net domestic migration is the number of people leaving the area throughout the year. While official stats on net migration are helpful, they'll be outdated very quickly. But Uhaul rates point out the supply and demand of moving trucks in real time. Now this shouldn't be ignored. What is causing all the migration into these other cities? Will this mass migration go down in the history books someday like the Dust Bowl or the Great Depression? Who knows? Only time will tell. Some major causes of mass migration are cost of living, legislation, real estate type and cost, remote work, and jobs. This video is about Uhaul and real estate investing, and it's about a lot more than that. It's about a mindset of looking at data that's kind of out of the box. This is how the pros in the field get ahead of the curve. This is how you and I get an edge on our competition and build wealth for our families and for our investors. Guys, if you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button down below. As always, be kind, rewind. Peace.